Hey guys, this is Torno, and today we're talking about the primes again within Tacticus. I wanted to give some feedback about them because I do think that they are a really great idea, and we've talked about this before and gone into depth a little bit as to how they work and everything like that. But I wanted to do like a kind of like a feedback slash, I guess, almost a PSA video. Now we're up to here. We're up to almost the legendary guys, and these primes have been great for being able to do it. We can get some decent debuffs. However, the primes at the moment seemed quite overtuned from what I can see. I'm not a huge fan of them because of the fact that they're incredibly hard to, like, they're harder to damage than I think than the main boss. And I also think that they are, like, they're more annoying than the main boss. Like, at the moment, I could come in here and I can hit this prime here. But there's going to be a few different issues here. First of all, they start really far away. We can hit them potentially with, like, Calanda's here. She's going to be able to hit. But even there, like, look at that block damage there. We can't really hit much else beyond there. Like, I'm going to try and take out some of these summons here, just so that way we're able to use them later on. So here, so we can start damaging them, but they're very, very tanky. Like, I'm finding that they're incredibly tanky, and they're harder to deal damage to than the main boss, because you'll see here, because of the way the main boss works, there's a lot more spots for you to be able to put summons in. However, the same strategy here doesn't work for these guys. You need like an almost a fully different team to be able to take them down, like a more single target team and less kind of summons, because we're kind of dealing with very limited retail space. Yeah, that's about around him. Like, it's very limited as to how much room we've got here for summons. I can't even reach him there. So you can see here, while we're dealing damage, obviously, kind of slowly chipping him down. And yeah, it's going to take one or two more hits to be able to come in here and clear it and stuff. You can see here we dealt about 7,391 damage there. But then if we're going into the main boss, we would have been much better off, because boom, we can go in here and we're able to just straight up hit the boss. So yes, it starts a little bit further away in this boss, which is a bit annoying. But you could see here we can put all our summons up around him. Boom, 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 boom. Look at how much space we've got around. Obviously, yeah, he's chomping away at us and everything, but just having the extra room here makes it so much easier. And while, yeah, we've managed to like reduce his damage and everything, which is great, the summons aren't doing as much anymore. And maybe worthwhile killing like one of the side bosses, like focus down one prime or something like that. The issue here becomes you've got very limited amount of attacks. Like, we've got one attack, I believe it's like every 18 hours or 18 or 16 hours or something along those lines. So for us to be able to take down the primes, we're then going to be using, I can't actually move there. We're going to be using our attacks that could instead be just dealing damage to the main boss here. There we go. Look, we've dealt, well, I can't freaking, speaking of retail space. So you can see there, I did a massive chip damage there. The damage that I dealt to the side boss potentially could be like doing something here, reduces their damage down. But I just think that in higher up ones here, I don't think that we're kind of, that they've hit the mark exactly, because you have to use your tokens to be able to take them down, and the tokens that are used there then you're not going to be able to use them on the main boss and everything. I think that we're actually going slower this time, potentially. I'm not sure entirely because of the fact that we're hitting the Omegas. I've basically given the command to my guys at the moment, just hit the main boss. Don't worry about the remaining prime, because we're better off just dealing damage to the main boss. I don't know. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think. I think the primes are a little bit overtuned at the moment, a little bit more annoying than just kind of nailing down the boss. Potentially worthwhile clearing one of them, but overall, I think that at the higher end, I think it's worth kind of skipping them. Don't get me wrong; they're an amazing thing for new players, and lower down here, they're great. Make it easier for newer players to be able to get their hits in and stuff. But up here, it just becomes more difficult, especially because of the fact that you need a completely different team. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Have a great day. Goodbye.